Chosen one, there are moments in time that do not simply appear. They are written long before you arrive at them. They carry the weight of prophecy, the imprint of destiny, the unmistakable pull of inevitability. You have reached one of those moments now. This is not chance, not coincidence, not the randomness of life unfolding. This is the collision of every step you've taken, every hardship you've endured, every delay you've survived, converging into the moment that was carved for you long ago. It has waited in silence for this hour, and now it calls you forward. Stay with this message until the very end, because clarity often arrives gradually, layer by layer. And when you finish, declare your alignment with destiny by writing your warmest wishes and the number 777 in the comments. This is not ritual, it is resonance. It is a signal that you are awake, aware, and prepared to claim what is unfolding. That act of intention sends energy outward into the universe, returning, multiplied, shaping reality in ways you cannot yet see. What makes this hour extraordinary is not simply what it offers, but what it represents. Fulfillment of what was planted in you long before you understood its meaning. The restlessness in your spirit, the signs that seem to chase you, the dreams you could not ignore, all of them have been guiding you here. And though you may not have recognized it, every detour, every delay, every setback was not destruction, it was alignment. The pieces of your life were being arranged, sometimes painfully, sometimes invisibly, so that you would be ready to stand in this moment now. Too often people miss the significance of now. They live either in the shadow of the past or in the illusion of the future, believing they have more time, believing the alignment will return. But destiny is not endless. It is precise. What is written has a time attached to it, and when that time arrives, it does not wait. This is why urgency presses so heavily on you. It is not anxiety, it is clarity. Your spirit knows what your mind cannot yet articulate. This is not a passing opportunity. It is a written appointment with destiny, and it will not reschedule itself to match your hesitation. Think about the weight of that truth. Somewhere long before today, before the struggles, before the heartbreak, before the questions, this moment was marked for you. Written into your story as a turning point, a convergence, an unveiling. And now it has arrived, as undeniable as the sunrise, demanding your recognition. If you dismiss it, you dismiss not only the present, but the very thread of destiny woven through your life. And if you honor it, you step into alignment with something larger than yourself, something that has been waiting for you since the beginning. There is power in recognizing that you are not here by accident. You are not stumbling blindly, nor are you facing random chaos. You are standing in the echo of something written long ago, and that realization shifts everything. It shifts how you see your pain, because you understand it was shaping you. It shifts how you see your waiting, because you realize it was preparing you. It shifts how you see your calling, because you recognize it is not fragile. It is certain, sealed, undeniable. This certainty is both liberating and terrifying. Liberating because it means you are not lost, you are aligned. Terrifying because it leaves no excuse. You cannot tell yourself this is just another season, just another cycle, just another chance. Number. This is the moment, and its weight demands your decision. To hesitate now is to deny what has already been written. To ignore it is to pay the price of walking against your own design. But to embrace it is to unlock doors you once thought were unreachable. To step into a future that was crafted for you long before you had the strength to imagine it. What has been written cannot be erased. It can only be delayed. And every delay you've endured up until now has been building pressure, building alignment, building force. That force is what you feel pressing on your spirit in this moment. It is destiny refusing to let you drift any longer. It is clarity breaking through the fog of fear. It is the unmistakable call of a chapter that has been waiting for you to arrive. And now, here you are. There is a quiet mystery in realizing that your present moment was seeded long before you understood its meaning. Every delay, every closed door, every time you thought nothing was moving forward was not wasted. It was preparation. The roads that seemed blocked were guiding you toward the exact alignment you now stand in. The truth is that this moment carries a depth far greater than you can see on the surface. It has been building for years, piece by piece, layer by layer, waiting for the perfect convergence of time, place, and readiness. Look back for a moment at your past. Notice how even the painful seasons had hidden value. The relationships that ended taught you to rely on your own strength. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers revealed what you truly desired. The failures that humiliated you built the resilience you now carry. At the time, these experiences felt random, even cruel. But from this vantage point, you can see their purpose. They were not interruptions, they were instructions. Each one wrote another line of the story that has now brought you here. This is why hesitation in this hour is so costly. You are not just standing at the edge of an opportunity, you are standing at the edge of fulfillment. Everything behind you has been pointing to this threshold. To delay now would not only waste this moment, it would waste the meaning of all those years of preparation. You endured what you endured, so you would have the strength to step forward now. To ignore it would be to dishonor your own resilience. What makes this truth so powerful is that it removes the illusion of accident. You are not here by chance. The fact that you are hearing these words, the fact that your spirit is stirring with recognition, the fact that you feel urgency pressing against your chest, all of it confirms that alignment has arrived. This moment was written long ago, but its fulfillment is only possible through your choice. The script is complete, but it still requires your courage to bring it to life. There is a dangerous lie that many people believe, that destiny will happen automatically without their participation. They assume that what is meant for them will arrive no matter what, but this is only half the truth. Yes, your destiny is secure, but it requires your agreement. It requires your willingness to step forward when the moment arrives. If you choose silence, if you choose fear, if you choose delay, the alignment passes you by. It will not vanish entirely, but it will shift, leaving you with the ache of knowing you missed the appointed hour. That ache is what people call regret, the memory of a moment you recognize but refuse to honor. You must understand that the universe does not waste precision. This alignment has been crafted specifically for you. The timing, the circumstances, the opportunities waiting, it all fits together like pieces of the design only visible from above. To the casual eye, it may seem ordinary, but to those awake, it is unmistakable. You can feel it in your spirit, even if your mind cannot yet explain it. That feeling is your confirmation. It is the echo of what was written long ago, finally calling you to step into the role that has always been yours. This is also why fear rises so sharply right before breakthrough. Fear senses the weight of what is approaching and fights to keep you from it. It whispers that you are not ready, that the cost is too high, that you should wait for another time. But another time will not look like this. Another time will not carry this alignment. Another time will not hold the same doors open. If you let fear dictate your choice, you will not be preserving safety. You will be surrendering destiny. But courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to act in spite of it. And right now, courage is the bridge between what has been written and what will be lived. It is the only thing standing between you and the fulfillment of the moment that has been waiting for you. This is why the wait feels so intense. It is not here to crush you, it is here to push you into movement. The moment has ripened, the time has come, and everything you have endured has equipped you for this very step. So ask yourself, what would it mean to honor this moment fully? What would it mean to trust that the script of your life has already accounted for your fears, your flaws, and your weaknesses? What would it mean to move forward? Not because you feel ready, but because you finally realize readiness is revealed only in motion. This is what is being asked of you now, to honor what was written, to step into the role that that has always belonged to you, to act in the now because the now is sacred. Do not let the illusion of time deceive you. Tomorrow may come, but tomorrow will not look like this. Tomorrow will carry different energy, different alignment, different possibilities. Only today carries what was written for today. And today is enough. Today is powerful. Today is the doorway you have been waiting for all along. There are seasons in life when it feels as if you are walking in circles, repeating the same lessons, carrying the same burdens, waiting for a breakthrough that never comes. It can be exhausting, even discouraging to keep pressing forward without seeing results. But the truth that is rarely spoken is this: those seasons were rehearsals. They were not wasted. They were training you for the very moment you are in right now. What felt like delay was actually preparation. What felt like silence was alignment working quietly beneath the surface. And though you did not see it at the time, every trial was carving you into the person capable of standing at this threshold today. Think of how many times you almost gave up, how many times you questioned if your effort was worth it, how many times you wondered why you had to endure more than others. Those struggles were not meaningless. They were part of the script written long ago. They were the scenes of your story that built resilience, refined courage, and sharpened focus. Without them, you would not have the strength to recognize the weight of this hour. You would not have the clarity to see that this moment is different. It carries a depth that ordinary opportunities never do. It carries the weight of fulfillment, the resonance of destiny. And yet this truth demands something from you: participation. What has been written does not force itself upon you. It invites you. It extends a hand, but you must choose to grasp it. The opportunity can be laid at your feet. The alignment can be perfect, the timing flawless. But without your decision, it remains dormant. This is the sobering reality. The story may be written, but it will not be lived unless you step into it. And stepping into it requires courage, not later, not tomorrow, but now. Hesitation may feel small, but its cost is immeasurable. Each moment of delay pushes the alignment further away, weakening its force until it dissolves. You may convince yourself there will be another chance, and perhaps there will, but it will not look like this. It will not carry the same power, the same clarity, the same weight. What has been written for this hour cannot be repeated in another. To dismiss it now is to dismiss something irreplaceable. And once it is gone, the silence that follows will be louder than any fear you feel today. You must also understand that fear often disguises itself as logic. It tells you to wait until you feel stronger, to hold back until you have more proof, to prepare just a little longer. But logic cannot measure destiny. Destiny is not about waiting until you feel safe. It is about moving when the call arrives. Safety is the illusion that has kept countless people from stepping into what was meant for them. They waited until it felt comfortable, only to realize too late that comfort never comes before courage. Courage creates the comfort, not the other way around. The beauty of this moment lies in its finality. The uncertainty that once clouded you has given way to undeniable clarity. You know deep within that something has shifted. The air feels different. The urgency feels sharper. The voice within you is louder than ever. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations. They are the markers of a moment written long ago, finally reaching its appointed time. You cannot ignore them without consequence. You cannot dismiss them without cost. But here is the gift. If you act, the ripple effect will extend far beyond this single moment. One decision to honor what is written can unlock opportunities you never imagined, align relationships you never expected, and release strength you did not know you had. That is the power of saying yes now. It multiplies, it grows, it expands until it touches every corner of your life. And while it begins with a single step, it does not end there. It becomes the foundation for everything that follows. This is why you feel both fear and excitement at once. The fear is the residue of your old self trying to keep you small. The excitement is your future self calling you forward, reminding you of who you are meant to become. Both voices are loud, but only one leads to destiny. And the choice is yours to make. Will you stay in hesitation, or will you step into alignment? Will you let what was written remain words on a page, or will you give it life through your action? The moment is here. It was written long ago, sealed into your story before you understood its meaning. And now it has arrived, knocking at your door, demanding your recognition. To ignore it would be to walk away from yourself. To embrace it would be to honor every trial, every tear, every delay that shaped you. The script has been waiting for this scene, and it cannot play without you. Step forward. Breathe deeply. Honor the now, for the now is sacred. There are questions that linger in the human heart. Why now, after so much waiting, after so many delays, after so much silence? Why does the moment suddenly appear when you least expect it? The answer is hidden in the design of destiny itself. What was written long ago has its own timing, and no matter how much you tried to rush it, no matter how much you longed for it sooner, it could not arrive until everything within you and around you was aligned. To step too early would have been to collapse under the weight. To step too late would have been to miss it entirely. But now, at this exact point, you are ready, even if you do not feel ready. Readiness is not about perfection. It is about alignment, and alignment has finally arrived. Think about the years that have passed, the heaviness you carried, the seasons where you felt forgotten, the endless nights when you wondered if there was any purpose to your struggle. At the time, those seasons felt cruel, almost unbearable, but they were forging you, they were shaping your resilience, expanding your patience, and refining your focus. What you thought were wasted years were actually foundational years. Without them, you would not have the eyes to recognize the significance of this moment. Without them, you would not have the strength to hold it. This is why you cannot afford to hesitate now. To do so would not only waste the opportunity, it would waste the meaning of everything that came before it. All of your endurance, all of your sacrifice, all of your pain would be rendered empty if you stopped short at the very threshold it was preparing you for. That is the true cost of hesitation. Not simply losing what is before you, but dishonoring what is behind you. Every tear, every delay, every trial carried weight. That weight was not random. It was building pressure for this exact release. To refuse to step now is to let all of it bleed away without purpose. The truth is that destiny is not passive. It is active, demanding your participation. Yes, the script has been written, but you must choose to walk in it. It is not enough to know that this moment exists. You must decide to seize it. Otherwise, the story remains words on a page, never lived, never embodied, never fulfilled. That is why you feel such urgency. It is destiny, insisting that this chapter cannot remain dormant. It must be written with your actions, not just your awareness. It is also important to understand the weight of now. Human beings often cling to the illusion of later. They believe there will always be more time, that another chance will come, that they can wait until they feel stronger or more secure. But later is the most dangerous lie you can tell yourself. Later does not carry the same energy as now. Later will never align the way now does. Later is an escape from courage, a false promise whispered by fear. And while fear convinces you that waiting will make you safer, the reality is that waiting only makes you weaker. Courage does not arrive with time, it arrives with decision. Look closely at your life right now. The signs, the synchronicities, the way things seem to collide with precision, these are not accidents. They are confirmations that alignment has arrived. The pressure you feel in your chest is not confusion. It is clarity trying to break through hesitation. The stirring in your spirit is not anxiety, it is your destiny shaking you awake. Everything is pointing toward action, and the only thing left is for you to agree with what has already been written. And yet this choice is not easy. It demands that you leave behind the comfort of what you know, even if what you know has been painful. It demands that you trust a future you cannot yet see, a future that calls louder than your fears. But remember this, the same hand that wrote this moment long ago also prepared you for it. You are not walking into the unknown without preparation. You are stepping into a chapter that was tailored for you, crafted around your strength, designed with your survival in mind. The fear you feel is proof of the magnitude of this hour. Fear only rises when something significant is at stake. But if you look deeper, beneath the fear, you will feel something stronger, a pull, a resonance, a deep knowing that this is the moment you have been waiting for. That knowing is your compass. Trust it. It has guided you through storms before, and it will not fail you now. So when you feel hesitation tempting you to pause, remember this: pausing is not harmless. Pausing is surrender. Pausing is saying to destiny, I do not trust what was written for me. And if you make that choice, the opportunity does not stay still. It passes. The door closes. The silence that follows becomes heavier than anything you have felt before. But if you act, if you move, if you step, even trembling, even uncertain, you will unlock the power of the moment that was sealed for you long ago. This is why now is sacred. It is not just another second on a clock. It is the culmination of years, perhaps even generations, converging into one point of destiny. It was written long before you understood it, and it has been waiting for you to arrive. Now you are here. The only question is whether you will honor it. There comes a moment when the hesitation is no longer an option, when silence feels heavier than fear, when the weight of destiny demands your response. You have reached that moment. Everything within you knows it, even if your mind tries to deny it. That is why you feel the tension, the pressure, the sense that something irreversible is unfolding. This is not the ordinary passing of time. This is the convergence of everything that was written long ago finally pressing into the now. To ignore it would not simply be a delay, it would be a decision to walk away from alignment itself. Think of all the times you told yourself you were not ready. The times you looked at your reflection and thought you were too weak, too broken, too unprepared. Those thoughts were lies planted by fear, meant to keep you from this moment. Because readiness was never about perfection, it was about arrival. And you have arrived. Every scar on your heart, every tear you have cried, every step you have taken in the dark, they were all building the strength you now carry. You stand here not by chance, but because you have been shaped for this very hour. It is no small thing to realize that hesitation is the only barrier left. Everything else has been aligned, the doors are open, the signals are clear, the timing is exact. The only thing that can stop you is your own unwillingness to move. That is why this hour feels so heavy. It is not a test of your environment, it is a test of your courage, and courage, once chosen, will unlock what no amount of waiting ever could. The truth is that action creates the future, not intention alone. You may have dreamed for years, planned for years, longed for years, but until you step, the dream remains dormant. Intention without action is a seed that never leaves the soil. But the moment you act, the soil breaks and life begins. That is what this moment is offering you, the chance to break open, to emerge, to live the story that has been waiting for you. There is something profound about doors of destiny. They never swing wide for long. They open for a moment, and in that moment you must decide. If you step through, you enter into alignment and unlock the future that has been written for you. And if you hesitate, the door closes and no amount of regret will pry it open again. That is why this feels so urgent, so pressing, so impossible to ignore. The door is open now, but it will not remain so forever. Look at how far you have come. The pain you thought would destroy you has not destroyed you. The silence you thought would break you has not broken you. The trials you thought would end you have only revealed your resilience. You are proof of endurance. Proof that strength is born in the dark. Proof that even when everything seemed against you, you carried within you something that could not be defeated. That strength is your key to this moment. Without it, you would not be able to recognize what stands before you. But now, because of it, you can see with clarity that this is different. This is not another cycle of waiting. This is the fulfillment of what was written long ago. And yet there is still a choice. Destiny does not force you, it invites you. The alignment is perfect, but the decision must be yours. If you refuse, you will not be punished. You will simply return to the silence, carrying the heavy knowledge of what could have been. That is the price of hesitation. But if you accept, if you step forward even trembling, you will step into a flow that carries you beyond what you could ever create alone. You will discover doors opening that you never knocked on, connections forming that you never pursued, strength rising that you never imagined. That is the reward of courage. It multiplies itself. Fear will try to whisper that you are stepping into risk, but the truth is that the greater risk is staying where you are. To stay is to forfeit everything your spirit has longed for, everything you have endured for, everything you were designed to live. To stay is to choose safety at the cost of destiny. And in the years to come, safety will not comfort you, regret will haunt you. The voice of regret is louder than the voice of fear, and it lingers far longer. But the voice of courage silences them both. This is the crossroads. On one side lies hesitation, silence, regret. On the other side lies courage, alignment, fulfillment. The choice will not be made for you, it rests in your hands. The script has been written, the stage has been set, and the spotlight has shifted to you. Will you remain in the shadows, or will you step into the role that has been waiting for you since the beginning? The beauty of this hour is that everything is prepared. The universe has already said yes. The alignment has already been arranged. The only question is whether you will echo that yes with your own. And if you do, you will find that the moment you step, the path will unfold before you. You do not need to see the entire road. You only need to take the first step. The rest will reveal itself as you walk. This is the turning point. The moment written long ago has arrived, and it will not wait forever. Act now and you will unlock what no one can take from you. Stay still and you will watch it fade, knowing it was yours, but you refused to claim it. The choice is yours, and in your choice lies the power to transform everything. The moment has arrived and there is no turning back. Everything in your life has been leading to this precise point, and you know it in the deepest part of yourself. The air feels heavier, the silence sharper, because the script, written long ago, has reached its appointed scene. To delay now is to watch the door close with finality, leaving you only with the echo of what might have been. But to step forward is to honor every sacrifice, every tear, every battle that shaped you. The road ahead may not be easy, but it is true, and truth always carries freedom. You will find strength as you walk, not before you walk. You will find clarity in motion, not in waiting. Courage is the bridge, and this moment is the crossing. If you choose it, nothing can stand against you, because alignment itself will carry you. This is the hour. Step boldly. Claim what was always meant for you. Let this be the chapter where hesitation ended and destiny began. There is something sacred about final moments. They hold a weight that ordinary time cannot carry. You are standing in one of those final moments right now where silence is not neutral but dangerous, and action is the only true language of destiny. All of the whispers you have heard in your spirit, all of the signs you could not ignore, all of the restlessness that kept you awake at night, they were not accidents. They were the signals pointing you here, preparing you for this very hour. If you pause now, you will feel the silence grow louder, because hesitation does not protect you. It suffocates you. It drains the power of alignment and leaves you with the ache of regret. But when you act, when you decide that enough waiting has passed, you feel the energy shift instantly. The weight that pressed you down transforms into momentum that carries you forward. That is the reward of courage. It not only changes your future, it changes the very atmosphere of your present. The truth is that courage is not born from certainty, it is born from decision. You do not need to see the entire path. You only need to take the step that is in front of you. Once you do, the road will reveal itself, one turn at a time. And each turn will confirm that this was always meant for you. The fear will fade, the doubt will weaken, and the future will finally open in ways you never thought possible. So let this be the hour you stop waiting. Let this be the chapter where you honored the script written long ago. Step, even trembling, even uncertain.